Hello and welcome to this video. Now this video is very different than the normal videos we do here on this channel. In fact, it's so different that I'm going to have to point you over to a different content creator, Graham Stephan, and it's him that inspired me for this particular video. Now in this video, I got sent an email not so long ago from a friend telling me to have a look at this particular video. And what they wanted me to do with that video was have a look at the video itself and give my thoughts on, do I believe that this video was accurate? Was it correct? And everything else that goes with it. So I thought instead of just letting that person know that outright, I would actually do a recording of it, of my reaction. And I thought, what better way to record and react to it than directly here on the internet? Now, one thing we're blessed of is the amount of content that's out there. And one thing I need to say about this one before I go into it is the content creator who did this particular video is doing some amazing stuff. And outside of this particular video that we're going to talk about, their videos are absolutely stellar. So I do highly recommend going out, finding the channel, giving that channel a like, subscribe, and everything else that goes with it. But I thought it would be fun to talk about this video and explain from my point of view. Now, why from my point of view? Now, it's because this video is all about how great Xero is. Now, if you've seen any of my other stuff, you'll notice that if you go back a few videos, you'll see that I actually did a video of Xero versus QuickBooks. And no spoiler, but you should know from there that we actually declared a winner. Now again, no spoiler for which one, but it does make me wonder how this video is going to put Xero into maybe a different light. So, I am the QuickBooks chap. I'm passionate about QuickBooks, not a fanboy. So let's have a detailed look and see exactly why, quote, why you should use Xero accounting software. Let's have a look. Okay then, so I've got my cup of tea ready. Highly recommend that you guys grab yourself a tea as well. And let's find out exactly what this video is. In fact, it's probably best if I start from the beginning, isn't it?
Why use cloud accounting? Or more specifically, why use Xero? For clients, you can access it anywhere. No more manual bank reconciliations. Just feed your bank statement straight into it. Easy.
Now, straight away, first of all, the editing is amazing. I love the fact that the camera's moving back and forth, but ultimately I think the editing is really strong. And it's actually, if you go back to the other videos that Jerry's done, the editing on her videos is absolutely brilliant. And there's a nice little comical bit to it as well. That phrase though about it being brilliant for clients is also absolutely spot on. And it's not just about Xero, it's about all of the cloud accounting software out there. For our clients, there's nothing better than being able to give them a piece of software that actually helps them, engages them, and actually makes their life even better. Most of our clients have gone out there because they're brilliant at being a baker or a butcher or a candlestick maker. But what they're not always that great at is doing their accounting, their bookkeeping. I don't think many people go into business always excited and rubbing their fingers and their hands about the idea of doing bookkeeping. So software, QuickBooks, Xero, Free Agent, Sage, all these different types of software out there, and there are many more and more to come, then it's always good to find software that is good for your business. So let's see what else she's got to say about Xero itself.
It is making tax digital compliant, or MTD compliant. If you are over the VAT threshold and don't understand what I just said, speak to your accountant or get a better one. It's a regular low monthly cost.
Couldn't say it better myself. And also, it's not just MTD for VAT. I think this video is maybe a couple of months old now, but it's also MTD for self-employed and at some point MTD for corporation tax as well. And what that means is basically software is going to become a requirement for your business. You're not going to be able to do Excel spreadsheets. You're not going to be able to do manual records. You're going to have, as Jerry's perfectly put there, making tax digital compliant software. Xero is, Sage is, QuickBooks is, all of your big ones are. And again, that's why I said there's more to come, because there are a lot more on their way. It's going to help businesses like you get ready for MTD. See what else she's got to say.
Better one. It's a regular low monthly cost with unlimited support included. What more could you want? There's tons of integrated apps that work with Xero. Like PayPal, for example, makes life so much easier.
Yeah, agreed. Xero is definitely a very price competitive piece of software, but QuickBooks is a little bit more effective for small businesses. In fact, don't forget our little link that we have where you can go and get yourself even more discounted rates to get yourself QuickBooks Online and make sure that you're not overpaying for that software. But she's right, absolutely spot on. The idea that it is very, very cost effective and it's a cost that is, again, going to become essential for your business. It's right that it is a low monthly fee. What also is correct is about the App Store as well. Now, the App Store is something that has taken these cloud software and given them a whole new lease of life. She mentioned PayPal there, but there are so many other great ones as well. And in the QuickBooks world, the app ecosystem is even bigger and even more stronger. Now, in the QuickBooks ecosystem, you have so many options to really enhance that way that you're working with your software. And the whole point of apps is about integration of data. That's when you're going to get the most amount of benefit from it. So the idea that you could have an EPOS system, so your till that's in there in your business, you could have it so that till is talking directly to your accounting solution. That's when you get real excitement, because that's when you're going to get a lot of benefits and a lot of ways in which you can save on a lot of time. I absolutely love the App Store, both from Xero's point of view and from QuickBooks' point of view, and them two are absolutely leading the field. And that's why they've left others behind, because they have so much investment in their app partners. They're helping those app partners make bigger, better, wonderful apps. It's only going to end up helping you and your business. Let's have a look what else.
Xero has the most active users. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Now, I know this data is a little bit out of date because the closest I can find is 2014. So we're coming up to 8 years out of date here. But I also know that both QuickBooks and Xero have massively grown. And I believe they've both grown at pretty much the same rate. Well, in 2014, QuickBooks had 624,000 subscribers and Xero had 284,000 subscribers. Let me just get my calculator out there. All good accountants have a calculator to hand. Nope, doesn't matter how many ways I do this calculation. I don't think Xero has more active subscribers. But hey, I am prepared to be found wrong. What else has she said?
Now for the accountants and bookkeepers out there. Xero supports Xero partners through their journey, rather than flogging them a load of cheap subscriptions and just letting them crack on.
Okay. How do we put this politely? Now, in defense, it's probably not aimed at QuickBooks, because QuickBooks by far has the better relationship with their accounting partners. They are the ones that have put the most amount of resources into it, including training, including the Pro Advisor program. QuickBooks' main focus is on their partners and how that comes through. Now, the reason I know that is because I'm part of their training program. And I've been on Xero's face-to-face training. I've been on QuickBooks, or I've actually ran QuickBooks face-to-face training. And knowing how Xero trains their partners and how they put their training forward, there's a very good chance that me myself may have trained more accountants to use QuickBooks than Xero may have had, possibly. I can't say that for sure. But yeah, the amount of training that QuickBooks provides, the amount of support that's given to accountants is the reason why we are very, very, very pro QuickBooks. We love Xero as well. Great piece of software. We have a lot of clients on both solutions. But for us, QuickBooks has been the one that's always supported us the most. Now, she probably has a very good point with other software solutions out there, but it's definitely not aimed at QuickBooks Online. Let's see what else.
Finally, Xero throw the best party at their annual conference every year. If that's not a reason to use them, I don't know what is.
I just completely disagree on that one. Might be biased, but if you think back to some of QuickBooks' latest conferences, probably the best accounting conference out there. Biased, maybe. But then again, from the accounting world, we don't have that big a bar to compare ourselves against. So, yeah, maybe they're equal, maybe one slightly better than the other. There can't be a lot in it because QuickBooks is definitely up there.
And by the way, I don't work for Xero. I don't even make any money out of it. I'm just a massive fan. I don't work for Xero. I don't even make any money out of it. I'm just a massive fan.
Okay, there we have it. So there is the reason, and I quote, that is the reason why you should use Xero. Yep, I think there's some absolutely brilliant points there. Some of them I'm a little bit skeptical of, but hats off to the content creator. Amazing editing, as I've already said. It's a wonderful piece of content, that one. Really, really impressed. And it makes me wonder, you know, the Xero versus QuickBooks competition, maybe we've got to up the ante. Maybe we've got to look at it in a different way. I'm still looking for someone out there to take on that Sage mantle and be able to try and take on Sage versus QuickBooks. And maybe, just maybe, we can do Sage versus QuickBooks for Xero. There's a possibility, isn't there? All right, okay. Interesting. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think to QuickBooks versus Xero? Do you agree with everything that Jerry has to say? I think most of what she said is absolutely spot on. A few things there that I would question, but all in good banter. But I also think that QuickBooks has a lot to offer as well. One of the key takeaways of this, as we said in the Xero versus QuickBooks challenge, is that at the end of the day, if you're on a piece of software like QuickBooks or Xero, then your business is already going in the right direction. You're already going to have that information at your fingertips. You're already going to have that information that's going to make sure that your business doesn't just survive, but thrive. Okay, stick in the comments below. Is there any other videos you've seen of some piece of software that someone's singing lyrically about? Let me know so that I can go and do exactly the same. Hopefully Graham's not annoyed that I stole his idea. Don't think so. I think he's doing pretty well out there. And Jerry, if you are listening, none of this was meant to be in bad jest. I'm pretty sure that you won't have any issues with it whatsoever. Right, okay. Let's go find some other videos to interrogate. As always, if you want to see the next video in this series, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. My name's been Aaron Patrick. This has been an absolute pleasure to do this video for you. I didn't even get to do my intro in this one. That's how excited I was to get into this video. See you in the next video. Bye for now. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it's dark. I told him I would do it all for you, and I know you do it for me too. I can be a fighter if you want, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. Oh, the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want him, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. Hello and thank you for watching that video. What you may not know is this channel that you've watched this video from is part of a wider group. That wider group is called AppleCore Production. And the 3 channels that we have involved are as follows. Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks Chat, Boffick's Tax Tip. Finally, we have AppleCore Live and Geeky. All the links and everything are down below in the description, but it really means a lot to us if you can go and give a like to the other channels as well.